What's up, YouTube? Is your boy NoggTV, and I hope that you are having a fantastic day. I hope you're feeling beautiful. I hope you're looking beautiful. From what I can see, you certainly look beautiful, and I just appreciate you taking time out of your day to watch my video. And without further ado, we're doing a tier list, I've been doing tier lists. We're not doing a tier list today. We're doing some little March Madness. We're doing a little fast food March Madness, and I just one I found. So if your restaurant's not on there, I'm sorry. Take it up with bracketfights.com. All right, so first up, we got a heavy hitter here. We got Arby's and Jack in the Box. Jack in the Box. I mean, Arby's though. A lot of people hate on Arby's, but the chicken, bacon, and Swiss. And the other day I went and I had their, I think it was like loaded or baked mac and cheese, and it had chicken, bacon, and ranch. Amazing. I don't even like ranch, but I mixed it up and I liked it. It was good. And they have the mint chocolate shakes, and they also have the orange cream shakes. Those are good. They're limited time things, but those are bangers. So get Arby's out of your mouth. Get the name of Arby's out of your mouth, you haters. I'm not going to tolerate it. I'm going Arby's. I'm thinking Arby's. A&W and Auntie Anne's. That's just tough because A&W, I like the root beer. So, admittedly, there's a, in Salem Springs, which is, I guess, the closest one to where I live. There is it's an A&W American Food and Long John Silver's. Interesting combo. A&W has incredible root beer, but Auntie Anne's pretzels are just a huge part of my childhood, and literally they're in the mall, or the mall is like, you know, our Northwest Arkansas mall we used to have, which now it's not a mall, it's a sorry excuse for a mall. And my mom, anytime we go there when we were kids, I'd always get one, and it was the bomb diggity, as I'm sure she would say. So I'm gonna go Auntie Anne's. I don't think it's gonna beat Arby's in the next round, but we'll see. Boston Homestyle Meal Boston Market. I don't even know what that is. But also, Whopper, 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 Whopper. Alright, Checkers. I think they put that in a Walmart for a second. But I mean, Chick-fil-A, I don't even need to talk about Checkers. They did put it in a Walmart there, and it was there for like a month maybe. No, that wasn't Checkers. That was O'Reilly's. O'Reilly's. So never mind on that. Chipotle and Cinnabon. The thing is, I've had Cinnabon products, like the Cinnabon rolls. I've never had like a restaurant or like a go in and eat at a Cinnabon place. I didn't even know that was a thing. But simply because it's going against Chipotle, I'm picking Cinnabon because Chipotle is booty cheeks, and I will stand by that. And I'm sorry for blowing up the mic. DQ, Grill and Chill, and Jimmy John's. I'm not huge on DQ. Their food is okay. But Jimmy John's, I'm not a sandwich guy, and DQ does have ice cream, so that helps out. Five Guys Burgers and Fries versus Hardee's. See, the thing is, I think most people pick Five Guys. I've heard that Five Guys is pretty good. I've heard nothing but good things, but this is off of things that I've tried, and Hardee's I've only had 2 or 3 times, so I haven't even had it a lot. And there's a bunch of Hardee's and stuff in the area, like they're not around here. But I will say the best Hardee's I ever had was when I was with my family, Gulf Shores, Alabama. Me and my dad were driving around getting some groceries because we were there for like a week or so. And on the way back, we got Hardee's, and I got this like big jumbo burger. And I'm kidding you not, top 3 burger from, like, I literally still remember it. Like, I don't even know what was so special about it. I just still remember talking about it and I think about it all the time because I'm like, does it have any? Was it because I never had it before? Was it because I was hungry? Is Hardee's actually legit? Is it top tier? Is it viable? Is it S tier? Who knows? I don't know. You know, what was so good about that burger? Was it because it was jumbo? Was it because it was in Alabama? Was it depending on who was there and working that day and made it? Did they make it extra special with love because I was a nice little kid that wanted, not a little kid, I mean, I was like 18 or 19, so it's, I'm gonna go Hardee's though. I don't know how long it'll go, but it'll go on Hardee's. In-N-Out Burger and White Castle, 2 places that aren't really around here, that get talked about a whole lot. But In-N-Out Burger, I have had. White Castle, I have not. I only know it from that one movie. It's like Harold and Kumar go to White Castle, and I think it has the one guy in it from Smurfs and like How I Met Your Mother. I don't remember his name. But In-N-Out Burger is better. In-N-Out Burger is good. Oh, I'm sorry, Auntie Anne's, but Arby's, and then, bro, no Whopper. I gotta go Chick-fil-A though. If I want my opinion to be taken seriously, I gotta go Chick-fil-A. Like I said, never had the on, so DQ Grill and Chill. Grill and the Chill. Hardee's and In-N-Out Burger. This is hard. Some people might hate me, especially you got to remember I'm not from around the area, and I've defended In-N-Out to so many people, different people, and talked about it because some people are like it's overrated. Whataburger's better. First of all, no, Whataburger is not better, and second of all, I'm going Hardee's. I'm sorry. Arby's and I love Arby's, but the buck stops here. I can't put it past Chick-fil-A. DQ and Hardee's. I cannot believe that Hardee's is going to make it into the semifinals, but I'm going to do it. And then Chick-fil-A, I'm sorry. Chick-fil-A will end the Hardee's run. The Cinderella run was over for Hardee's. El Pollo Loco and Taco Bell never had it. Taco Bell literally, like, they're only getting in because I have no idea what El Pollo Loco is. Taco Bell forever was top 3 favorite places when they had they had a cheesy potato burrito for years. Well, I was in middle school and junior high, and then they took it away, and then I was like, crap, man, what am I gonna get? Well, they had something better in place of that, and it was the beefy Frito burrito for $1. So for like $2 and then like another $1 for a drink, so for like under $5 I could get my 2 burritos. That was enough for me, and a large drink. A Baja Blast, and they do a Baja Blast, so that's gonna keep them there. But the last time I went to Taco Bell, which was back in like October, November, I got sick, absolutely sick to my stomach. So I, again, don't know how long they'll last. Subway and Sonic, dude, it's battle of the middies, man. Like I said, not a sandwich guy. Subway's okay. It has a weird smell. I never know. You know, I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. Like you walk in a Subway, or like if your Walmart has a Subway or whatever. Like there's a Subway in something like a supermarket or whatever. And you walk by, on one hand, you could be absolutely starving and hungry and craving that nice, delicate Italian wheat bread with the American cheddar cheese or Swiss. Maybe you want that prime cut style meats and hams. And maybe it's just, but then also sometimes it smells like freaking crusty farts in there. So, you know, it's it's back and forth. I don't know. In Sonic, the thing is, Sonic's just cheap. It's a bunch of 14-year-olds working there, and it's a bunch of 14-year-old girls. At least all the ones that I've been to, it's always like out in the small towns. My fiance, who's from Mansfield, literally, they have nothing there, but they have a Sonic. That's the one thing that virtually, like Greenland, Arkansas has. They're a friggin' small butthole town in the armpit of Arkansas, but they have a Sonic. But yeah, it's all like a bunch of 14. And the other thing too is it makes me uncomfortable because the whole tipping situation, and I know maybe I'll get some weird comments about this, but I just want to see, like, not that I'm trying to start anything, but how many of you guys tip when you're at Sonic, and how many of you guys legitimately like tip consistently every time? Like, I'll tip if I know the person, and I'll tip, or if they're just like, maybe I was a bother, maybe I did something wrong or said the wrong thing, or maybe they fixed something for me and was really nice and friendly about it. But on a general basis, like, unless you're something special, go out of the way to do something. I'm not gonna tip you at Sonic because, you know, it's not. And I get some people say, well, that's part of their pay, and you're supposed to do that. But every time I feel like it gets shoved down my throat, it's like, would you like a tip? Like, I've had literal times where I went to Sonic and, you know, paid for my order and everything, and then they just kind of stand there and look at you like, okay, you need anything else? I'm like, no, I think I'm good, but thank you, I appreciate that. Okay, let me know if you need anything else. All right, will do. Thank you, I appreciate that. Okay, I'm here if you need me. Like, they're just waiting around. Like, I'm gonna be like, you want a tip? But it just, like, I don't know what to do with it. And now they have an automatic thing where whenever you pay, sorry, my eyes are glossy because I just yawned. Now they have a weird thing where automatically whenever you pay, it's just like, do you want to add a tip? You can add a 15% tip or a 20% tip. Heck, do you want to add an even bigger custom tip? No. If I wanted to add a tip, I would go out of my way to add a tip. It's like we gotta remind you, and it's like get in your face. It's like, do you want a tip? Do you want a tip? You sure you don't want a tip? And to me, that makes me even less likely to tip, getting it shoved in my face. So, that being said, I'm gonna go with Subway. I did all that to Wendy's and KFC. I mean, neither of those guys are gonna make it to the next round. Wendy's and KFC. Wendy's is good. My grandpa is in love with Wendy's chili, and I don't get it, because I've had the Wendy's chili, and it's Wendy's chili. I don't know what else there is to say about that. It's good. They're not. I think they do the $1.49 for the nuggets. I'm pretty sure they have some real cheap meals, and that's good. It's not bad. It just, I mean, it's Wendy's. I have some friends that are really big into Wendy's, and I'm like, okay. I mean, it's not bad. If I was doing a tier list, it wouldn't be S, but it would be F. It'd be like C. But KFC is super greasy, super gross, super bad for you. That being said, the famous $5 fillet bowl. So I'm gonna go with KFC. I never said I was gonna pick the healthier places. Frick. Long John Silver's or McDonald's. The problem is, if you had given me if this were like a year ago, or even not a year ago, a couple months ago, Long John Silver's, I would, as the kids say, stan. I don't really know, but like stan. Apparently you can stan things. I would stan or be a Long John Silver's stan because it was a big part of my childhood, and I loved it. I literally would like go to war with someone if they tried to talk crap on Long John Silver's. And I've been to so many good ones, especially the one, like I said, in Siloam Springs, where it's the Long John Silver's and A&W American Food. But this one here in Fort Smith, where I live, golly, is it bad. Like, it's the first time I went, I was like, a little disappointing, but maybe just one experience. Second time, I went and got some for me and my fiance, and we ate together for a lunch one time when she was on her lunch break at work, and I was like, I had to apologize. I'm like, sorry, this was maybe not the best lunch. She wanted me to surprise her, so I thought that was a good surprise. And then the third time was the same day I had Taco Bell, which you're probably asking, are you some kind of sick freak? Why would you get Taco Bell and Long John Silver's on the same day? I had Long John Silver's for lunch, Taco Bell for dinner. The Long John Silver's wasn't what got me sick, but just having it on that same day, it's hard. But honestly, McDonald's, there's so many things. They got breakfast, they've got lunch, burgers, chicken. I mean, it's sweet tea. That it's Quiznos. That they had a Quiznos, I think, in Fayetteville, on like the far side of Fayetteville. When I used to live there in town, it's on the complete other side of Fayetteville, Arkansas, and I never went up there. And again, I think it's a sandwich place, so I'm gonna go Steak and Shake because Steak and Shake is bussin', boy. Yeah, Steak and Shake is bussin', man. Bussin'. Dunkin' Donuts or Jersey Mike. I guess Jersey Mike, even because Dunkin' Donuts is, they're a big coffee place. I don't care for coffee, and their donuts are mediocre. I had their donuts. I went there twice when they had a place in Fayetteville. They literally didn't even last a whole year, I don't think. One time, the first time I went, they messed up the order and didn't even give me the right donuts, and I was too lazy to check there until I got back home. And the second time, they were just straight up not good donuts. They just felt stale. So Jersey Mike's, but not last. Panda's garbage. I'm gonna say right now. The same way I feel about Chipotle's, the same way I feel about Panda. I've been there. Went there 3 times and each had a terrible experience. The first time I went there was in the middle of summer in July. I had just gotten back from summer camp with one of my friends, and it was like 100 degrees there at summer camp all summer. So I was like, oh, we're gonna go stop somewhere to eat. And him and his family him and his mom, and it was me and my mom, really wanted to go get Panda. Okay, never been. Maybe it's good. It's aged, but whatever. I'll get orange chicken. You can't go wrong with orange chicken. Go in there, Panda in Fayetteville. The AC is completely out. It's 100 degrees in the building. Like, it's so hot. And then it makes me miserable. I'm like sweating, like just dripping, drooling sweat down my forehead, seeing it run down my eyes onto my orange chicken. not a good experience. So I gave them a second chance one time. I got an orange chicken another time, and then they made it. I didn't know what it was, what was up, but the orange chicken was really spicy, and I was like, bro, what? When is orange chicken supposed to be spicy? I've never had a spicy orange chicken. Then the third time, I was with some of my friends, and they had said that they kind of wanted Panda, but they would stop multiple places because it was like there was like 4 or 5 of us in the car, so we're gonna make multiple stops. Well, then they all decide, no, we're just gonna all go to Panda. So then I have to get something from Panda. I'm like, okay. So my friend that's sitting beside me in the back row, I'm like, look, man, I hate Panda, but I trust you. So whatever you order, just get me one of those. And he even told me he would be willing to pay for it, because he's like, okay, you sure? Like, he's like, you didn't even tell me what you like. I was like, well, at this point, I don't know what I like. I don't know if I like anything from Panda. So just, give me whatever you're getting. And it wasn't bad. It was I don't even know. It was some bowl of like rice and something else, rice and vegetables. And I don't like vegetables. It was good at first. It was all right. But then I kind of picked through it, and I realized it was a big, like, I felt bad because he paid for it. And it was like a big bowl, like a lot of food. And I ate for like a minute or two and was like, I can't eat a whole bowl of this. This is doo-doo. So I'm going to go Panera, even though Panera is super freaking expensive and I don't think it's really worth it. This is not a matter of Panera is good and Panda's bad. It's Panda's awful, F tier, and Panera is less awful. Popeyes and Whataburger. So a lot of people I know would go Whataburger because it's a very popular place, especially in like Texas. Maybe this affects my opinion. I don't know if you guys know this, and you have to be a friend of mine or like a long-time subscriber since back in the Quickie Nog Plays days. But my first ever job, like official job, I worked with my dad at a construction office, like helping him do paperwork. But like official, like I didn't, it wasn't just a summer job. It wasn't like actually, you know what I mean. I was working for Whataburger, and I worked there 2 months, and the food was okay, but the manager I worked with was the literal worst, just awful. Like I worked the day shift with the old ladies and the people, or the middle-aged women and the people that, wanted to work during the day, and they were nice. And there was this girl here that actually, I know she goes here to UFAS too now. She was like the council president. She probably doesn't remember it, but she was really nice and really helpful, really friendly. One of my favorite people was my favorite person working there. And then I got stuck with the night crew when school came back in session, because I started like August. I started in July, worked all there, and then on August, I think I made it like 2 or 3 weeks into August, or 2 weeks after school started. I think I quit the first week of September, because for one, they were forcing me to work on Saturdays when that was not a thing. Whenever I applied and signed up, and was taking the job, and I was starting to work with the Razorback football team on Saturdays, and they were like, no, you have to work here with us. I'm like, but you literally have everybody else. I don't think you're gonna miss me. I'm only been here a month. I literally was there one Saturday, and the only thing I did was stand there for most of my shift and just wait for like someone to be like, hey Dallas, can you help me with this? Hey Dallas. And it was the most awkward, like it was only like a 4.5 hour shift, but it was the most awkward 4.5 hour, because probably 3.5 hours of it was standing around. 45 minutes of it was like cleaning the bathroom and the hallway and sweeping and mopping, and then whatever remainder time of that was like standing there. They did have a thing where too, while you were on shift or working, you could if you weren't immediately doing anything, you could get a drink at the fountain and just kind of chill, like not in the kitchen, but on the side where they weren't making food. So I'm not like trying to be like, oh, it's a hazard or anything. It's off on the side. But that was kind of cool. The root beer is pretty good. But I say all this, Popeyes is, aside from the chicken sandwich, Popeyes is good. Their biscuits are, man. Taco Bell and Subway. Taco Bell is gonna make it just because Subway's mid. McDonald's, Steak and Shake all the way, man. Popeyes for sure. See, I'm getting through this now. I'm gonna go again. I would have previously put Taco Bell. It would have been like Chick-fil-A and Taco Bell, but now I'm gonna go McDonald's. I think they're going to Simmy's. Steak and Shake and Popeyes. It's so difficult because Steak and Shake has good food, good burgers, and they let you put like different flavors in your drinks, and they have like shakes and ice cream you can get. Popeyes just has really good chicken, I do remember that whenever the Popeyes chicken sandwich was a big deal, and for this I'm gonna go with Steak and Shake. But I need to say this, me and I think 2 or 3, I know my friend Remington, and I think was it my old roommate Jay. We had at least 2 or maybe 3 friends that we had went to Popeyes in Fayetteville on Martin Luther King. Whenever that's the road. Whenever the Popeyes chicken sandwich had came out, and it talked about, and the line was like packed up like in the street, and like you would have thought it was like, you know, they were giving out the cure to cancer, like something crazy, like profound. And it was just crazy because I was like, what the crap is going on? And it was just, we went and ate it. We waited a while, finally got it. It was okay. It was pretty mid. You know, it was all right. But whenever we came out, there was this news crew, and they were like, hey, did you guys try the sandwich? We're like, yeah. Like, can you interview us, or can we interview you and talk about it? And this lady interviewed us for like 5. It was one of the most fun interviews I've ever done. For 5 minutes, just talked and was like asking like what we think about the chicken sandwich, how we would compare it to other sandwiches, and you know how long we waited, and just talked about chicken sandwiches for 5 minutes. And then she was like, okay, well, watch for your segment on the news today, or not today, but like later this week, you know, in the next couple nights, and this will be making the news, and told us the channel, whatever. Literally, I had me, my family, all my friends and their family, we were all of us were like watching the news. We never watched it, was watching it every day, had it recorded, never showed up. They never even did a piece or a segment on, this station never even did a piece on the Popeyes thing. So I was like, bruh, I got played, man. So for that reason, I'm going Steak and Shake. McDonald's and Steak and Shake. Maybe this is an unpopular opinion, and I know McDonald's has more variety, and maybe they're more overall well balanced. But Steak and Shake, the peak of Steak and Shake. Now I will say, you go, some of the best times I've had at McDonald's. You go real late at night at McDonald's. You've been with your buddies. You know, you've had a adult beverage or 2, you know, a little Miller Lite, and then you go later. You don't drive. Definitely do not drive. That's what I'm saying. You go with someone. You either go before and you get it, and then you go home and have your drinks, or you take someone that goes with you, which usually we'd have my friend Justin go with us. But yeah, you get some of those. That is some of the best McDonald's you will ever have. But I gotta go Steak and Shake, simply because McDonald's did the Cardi B and Offset meal, so that will be why I'm picking Steak and Shake. And then we got Chick-fil-A and Steak and Shake, and as much as I'd like to gas up and put Steak and Shake over, I gotta go with Chick-fil-A, man. I gotta do it. What am I supposed to do? You gotta go with Chick-fil-A. So that's it is what it is. Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate you. Like, subscribe, especially if you're not subscribed. If you are, then like. Gosh, I can't freaking quit yawning. I appreciate you guys so much. Let's try our hardest to get to 600 subscribers, and let's see if we can do it. And be on the lookout for more of these videos. I'm doing like 50 of them, man. I don't know if it'll be literally 50, but they're all over. They're gonna be all over YouTube for the month of March, man. And if you like them, maybe I'll carry them over to past March. Who knows? So anyways, thank you guys for everything you do. Really appreciate you. Y'all are awesome. Best subscribers anyone could ask for. Peace out. Bye-bye.